In this one, we are spearfishing in Hawaii. My first time ever. This is part one of the trip. Come along for it. This is Braden Dives. Dude, we are here. All right, we have made it here to Hawaii. Now I figure it's a good time to catch y'all up to speed. This here is a familiar face for those of y'all who have been following along. That is Nick Bailey. If you're in the spearfishing world, you know who that is. I met him in Louisiana this past summer, diving with my buddy Ronnie, while he was on his way here to Hawaii, which he actually moved here for how long? 6 months?
6 to 8 months, something like that.
Whenever you decided to
Bro,
come
we're
back.
in the same truck that I had in Louisiana right now.
Yeah, he shipped his truck here, the whole nine. Long story short, he told me to come down, and here we are. So, really excited. Never been to Hawaii before. So yeah, gonna be new. Game plan, dive like maniacs, explore. And I'm just gonna film what we get into, so stay tuned. Before we get out there though, this video is sponsored by Renogy. Renogy offers a wide range of products including solar panels, inverters, battery systems, and complete off-grid solutions. Great for powering your RV, off-road, or overland vehicle, or any situation you don't have convenient access to power, or just want emergency and off-grid capability. My personal Renogy setup includes this 12-volt, 300 amp hour battery with this inverter. I chose to go with an AC charger for the battery over here just for simplicity and for the time being, but you can go a solar panel charging route or a DC connection for your vehicle if you're on the go. I went with this setup because it has so much powering potential. I can run power tools on here. A TV, a microwave, mini fridge, coffee maker, lights, laptop, phone, camera gear, drone when I'm on the go, and even my boat and trolling motor batteries if I don't have access to an outlet or it's just inconvenient. On the flip of that, this is not considered a portable charging setup. This inverter ideally needs to be mounted, say, in your overland vehicle, van, RV, whatever you're traveling in, or just however you're going to use the power for. While not, say, your portable setup, this has a lot more power capability. With that all said, this thing here is awesome. I can take it with me anywhere on the go where I know I'm going to be needing to charge some high output stuff. I'm gonna have Renogy linked down in the description box below. They have a wide variety of stuff that should cover whatever your needs are. I'd really appreciate if y'all checked them out, and huge thank you to Renogy for sponsoring today's video. All right, y'all, it is the next day. We're about to do our very first dive here in Hawaii. Nick, give me the rundown. What are we looking for?
Bro, I am really excited. This is the first spot I ever dove out here. We're gonna be getting some octopus. We're gonna be going after some wanakalis, which you guys are probably like, what the heck is that? Some moo, uku. But overall, just trying to get good first dive in and get some dinner.
We're gonna have awesome clear water, hopefully some really sweet reef, and yeah, stay tuned. I'll see y'all when we hop in. We got a long swim ahead of us. How far?
Yeah. We only have like a 3-mile swim total, bro. No worries at all.
My legs are gonna be so cramped. As we're kicking out into deeper water, I make my first dive ever in Hawaii. Nick had pointed out a fish, but I am nowhere near relaxed. Before I even hit 40 feet, I feel like I need to breathe. So the dive is super short, and I'm pretty sure Nick is thinking, what did I just sign up for? Because we both know that's not going to cut it. But it is the first day. I'm jet lagged and definitely dehydrated from traveling. But then again, honestly, I was a little worried though, because I hadn't done much deeper, longer diving this entire year. So I'm really hoping here in Hawaii I can stretch the lungs out for real again. And thankfully, as the day goes on, I do start to settle in. I can feel myself starting to get into the zone. My dive reflex kicking in as my dives progressively start to improve. And now I just have to learn how to get the fish we're hunting for into range. Which we do have some moo over here where the sand meets the reef right there, but they are really small. Fast forward a long swim against the current up the coastline. Nick points out a really nice moana kali or goatfish here. It's right here in 40 feet. I've got a prime layup of an opportunity. I set up on the bottom. It's out in the distance. And it just charges into the grunts I'm making. And somehow I whiff, just nicking the top of the fish. Here is Nick's angle. Now we swim out away from shore into deeper water. Nick starts dropping some chum down. And a nuku shows up, making some passes at the pieces. Nick makes a dive down for it with no luck. And then a nice rainbow runner, or kamanu here in Hawaii as they call it, shows up for some chum. I make a quick dive down, keeping my eye on it as it passes at some pieces out there. It turns back towards me, and bingo. I nick the spine, so I'm able to quickly bring it in.
Dude, that's a stud!
I dispatch it and bleed it. Then we put it on the stringer.
Dude, that's a stud.
I know, that's gonna be good eating tonight.
Hell yeah, we're making poke bowls.
Heck yes, that's exactly what I wanted.
A sandbar shark comes in to check out what's going on after that. here on the Nick cam. Swim over him while he's on this dive.
That kind of a giant uku. That kind of a tight.
And now we've got a big uku darting in and out of sight at the chum, which I make a dive for. And I go to the bottom because these ukus here will not let you get close if you go for them in the water column. This method here is known to be the more effective strategy. But even at that, this uku we're hunting just did not want to cooperate at all. And then, with all the chum in the water, more sharks find us. Here's the replay of that from my angle. These sharks were just munching our chum, keeping those ukus from really chowing down.
Ukus are pretty good. It's just a little taking the sharks out of the chest.
But that poke from Nick was able to fend the sharks away temporarily. I make another dive, hoping for some luck. I grunt, I dust, I scratch. Those are techniques here in Hawaii that are great for drawing these fish in. I am moving around a bit too much, Nick said, which definitely was not helping out. But the next dive, I decide to pull the trigger on this parrotfish. And here is the third person angle from Nick. You can just make me out down there on the bottom. I made a long, slow lunge there at it. And here's a good look of the swim up.
Got that Hawaii dog in him.
Nick's next dive here, and this scenario plays out perfectly. Sitting still, down on the bottom, threw up some sand, a little bit of grunting, and this uku just beelines straight into him, presenting a perfect shot. But it is too small for him to want to shoot.
I saw two ukus that were small and a big yellow spot papillo, which is like a jack. There's like a really delicious type of jack that was down there. Some red goatfish that are really good too.
My next dive, nothing. But you can see I'm starting to slow down, and my dives are getting better.
32, 417.
Once again, more of nothing. Just a sandbar out there on my way up. And then Nick zeroes in on this crazy looking thing. Moral of the story for me this first day, the lungs really started to stretch out. My dive times are climbing back up. I'm getting bottom time, the bottom time I need, but I'm still panning around and moving too fast and too much. I need to slow this down like I'm in slow motion. And then this here is Nick's dive. He's got some moo out in the distance. And then behind him comes in a couple of goatfish, aka Mowanakali. He slowly swings that gun around to not spook him and lets it rip.
Yeah.
My last dive of the day. I post up right on the edge where the reef meets the sand. And this big Roy out there in the distance catches my eye. I look around to see if there's anything else. Don't see anything. I start to creep my way in closer towards the Roy. It's looking right at me and then decides it wants no part of me. Then I get a feeling to look out back towards the sand, and there's a nuku. I make some grunting sounds to hopefully bring it in closer, and it works. And this is pure heartbreak. The spear actually hits the fish, but stops just short of the barb going through. Had I had an extra foot of shooting line, I would have got that fish. But unfortunately, I only had one wrap on and just poked it, and it gets away. In the moment, I had no idea how that went wrong.
You see that?
Was it Uka?
Yeah.
How big?
It wasn't big, but I couldn't. He might have been this too far, or I might have missed. I need to replay the
No,
video.
you hit him. I watched him. I watched him. He
What?
definitely had him off him.
I guess I nicked him. I don't know.
153, 43.
That is going to be a nice dinner right there. Stud rainbow runner, thick parrotfish, and then you got to tell me what that is. Wanna-collie, that's so cool. So what's the deal with parrotfish? Y'all don't like them?
They're not like necessarily a prize fish,
But they still eat good.
they eat good. Yeah. That's why we smacked one today.
We have another one in there, right? Yeah.
What else
You shot more? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I shot a cod.
Brother, just got back and Nick forgot what we shot.
Dude, we just got back and I'm freaking sick. I don't know what
He's
happened.
falling down,
Oh.
coming down with an illness. Heck yeah. I missed one of those.
Little gut shot action.
Hey, it'll still eat. Well, we are gonna fillet up this rainbow runner here, and we're gonna do a poke bowl. So, y'all wanna see it? Stay tuned. This is might be the biggest one I've ever shot. It's a hammer. I don't trust that scale. Those are never legit, dude.
It is. Alright, what's your guess, dude? Let's make sure she's at 0. Yep, she's at
He's
0.
not really heavy. 5 pounds, 4 pounds.
He's gonna be 6.
He's probably at least 5.
And he is 8 pounds.
Oh, I was trying to be conservative.
There we go.
8 pounds?
8 pounds.
Yeah.
It's a big rainbow.
All right. Dude, every time I do rainbow runners, I feel like they have like a little bit like bloody meat.
Yeah. They're like more red.
Even if I bleed them, they're like more red than you would think for a sushi fish.
Hard hat is this?
Yours now.
Come for you guys find it in the water.
Yeah, we found it. We found it on the side of the road. We pulled over to get drone footage, and then it was just sitting there. And I was like, we grabbed it, and then I was like, shit, man. Luke keeps falling at work. You might need this thing. What's up, y'all? Yeah, it's yours now if you want it. Okay.
Yeah, look at the meat.
Word, either trash or yours, no worries.
It's so much more red. But they're known to be like a sushi fish. That's what's crazy. A little chewy.
Slightly gross.
Not
We're doing poke bowls? You might cook this one.
We can cook it
I'm
if
not
you
joking.
It's not too good. Cut me a piece.
I mean, it's fine, but it's like, it's no tuna.
No, I've never been the biggest fan of rainbow.
I've made sushi and stuff with them, but
So, unfortunately, I am dying right now, but
not bad.
super chewy.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know. Never been my favorite for that kind of thing. Everyone loves these things, but I do think if we grilled it, it would be really good.
All right, I showed y'all the cleaning. I skinned the fish. We trimmed out the bloodline, all the not good stuff. Just seasoned it up. Nick's gonna go fire up the grill.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, all right. All right, I'm gonna go take a shower or something.
I don't think I mentioned it, but we had a heck of a swim. That was a hike. My ankles were killing me. And just the drag of towing probably 20 pounds of chum, the float, it was a slow swim. But we had a pretty cool long drift. Saw some giant ukus. I had fun. What was the first fish I shot at? A Moana Collie. Whiffed on that. Got that parrot, which is cool, but apparently it's not. I don't know.
They're great to eat.
They're good to eat. That's why I shot
really
it.
good.
And then I got the rainbow runner, and then I got the shot off on the uku, which I was pretty stoked about. Even though we didn't get it, I looked at the clip over. I might have hit it a little low, or I didn't have enough shooting line on my gun. It might have stopped as it chinked the fish. Yeah, the dive looked good on the replay, so I was happy about that. But yeah, Hawaii diving is definitely a bit of a workout. I'll say that when you're diving from the shore. All right, we are finished up. That looks pretty good. Probably not gonna taste good though, because Nick made most of this.
Give it a shot.
It's probably fine cooked. It's just not all fish is made to eat raw.
No, it's good.
I can't tell if we cooked it too long or if that's just how it is. It's a little dry. Flavor is good, but the texture is a lot better. It's all flaked out. We might have got a little distracted inside while this was on the grill. Very edible though. There you go. We're gonna grub on it. We're
gonna get back in the water ASAP.
We'll get the wahoo and the ukus, the real sushi fish, hopefully soon. So stay tuned for it.